What's up, everyone? How you guys doing? I'm sorry the stream's a little late today, but we're about to get this thing kicked off. So we are just about ready. I think we're going to be racing the Bugatti Cento Daihatsu. However the heck you say that thing. Cento Daihatsu, whatever it is. I don't know. Let me get to my camera looking nice because I look a little bit crooked right now. We get the camera going and that should be decent enough, right? That should be okay, I suppose. Yeah, here we are. There it is. Camera. Camera. Not perfect, but looks okay. I don't want to be too big and take up too much of the screen there for the live stream. So, yeah, where'd my chat go? I can't find the pop-out chat. I've lost it. I've lost the chat. Where'd it go? YouTube chat. There we are. I see we got William D in the house. What's up, William D? We got JP. We got Jedi. We got Max. We got Pappy. We got Jedi. We got Shaga. What's up? Winpoo, hey. Bad Daddy, yo. Who else we got? We got Miguel. We got Millen. So it looks like we didn't fill up the wild card today, so unfortunately, you know, we don't have our wild card going yet because people forgot to put tokens into it or something. But it is what it is, I suppose. Stacks, what's up, buddy? Jeffrey, hey. Nice to see you guys. So yeah, we're going to go race this thing. I believe we are in the 12.6 lobby. So this should be running around 12.6. Now, hopefully you guys have the new update because I do have the new update. If you guys don't have it, then unfortunately, well, it might be kind of hard to get into a game with me. So 12.6, I believe that's where we're at today. Let me pin that up there. Where's the pin button? YouTube. Oh my god, YouTube's being a pain in my butt. There we go. Pin message. Perfect. So let's get this thing into some races. We're going to hit apply. And now we are ready to rock. And we are ready to roll in the live racing. What's up, G Kenny 77? William D says activate the wild card. Oh, it's full? Someone filled it up? Let's go check on that really quick. Where is it? I've lost the crew hangout, guys. Oh, there it is. I'm blind. Perfect. Somebody filled it up. Perfect. Bam. Wild card started. Miguel, can you tell the crew that it's started? I don't have a phone. The phone line's not currently on me at the moment, so. What's up, Dat? Live racing. Here we go. Let's go do it to it. All right, so right now I see a couple real players and I see a couple of bots. So this guy wants to race me. And I don't know if this car is actually set up to win or not. So I don't know if this car is going to do well because I kind of changed a few things around on it just to do an experiment. So this thing might kick everybody's butt or it might just get destroyed. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Oh no, I lost. Miguel, thank you, buddy. Alright, Max the Gamer is asking you guys to join him on Facebook or something. Hold on. He says, anyone interested in joining Elena Hitman, please reach out to him on the Facebook Messenger. Max, do you happen to have a link or something to your Facebook Messenger? So it looks like his crew is looking for some new members. That would probably be a pretty good crew to join, I would imagine. Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. William D, yeah, thanks for letting me know the card was ready to activate. I don't think this is going to be a good setup on this car, is it? It looks like it's going to be losing most of the races here, so... I hope I find some of you guys, or I might be losing all the races. I may need to drive it a little differently. CSR2 with a bunch of letters, I don't know. It says all the opponents are too strong in Elite Showdown. So my guess is you have a slow car. Unfortunately, Showdown doesn't care about how fast your car... hold on. Showdown doesn't care about matchmaking. Showdown just throws you in with against whoever basically. And if you don't have a maxed out car, you're never going to get up to the top, if that makes sense. Let me run a couple of bots really quickly. But yeah, Showdown is kind of brutal when it comes to matchmaking. There really isn't any. So if you have 100 trophies and your car runs a 20-second half mile, and the next guy's got 100 trophies and he runs a 2-second half mile, it's still going to put you guys together in a race. So matchmaking is pretty much broken. What's up, Nissan GTR? How you doing? David the Gamer, what's up, buddy? Winpoo says there's a bunch of fully loaded Super Snakes in Showdown. Yeah, Super Snakes are all over the place because they're pretty easy to get for the most part. Alright. Max says it's by design. MM wants to push players into spending to max out cars. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the case. It kind of sucks, but that's pretty much how they do it. It's not great, but you gotta have a fast car to do well in Showdown. I mean, they designed it that way, but in my mind, it's still what you would call broken because it's not proper matchmaking. Now, they did change it for like a couple of days, and then they changed it back for some reason. So there was probably like a month or two where it went by the dyno time, and then they were like, nope, and they put it back to where it was. There was either one of two reasons. Either they weren't making as much money because people weren't maxing out the cars for the Showdown, or number two, there was all these people down tuning cars to win. So one of those two things right there probably caused them to change it back. Which one it was, I don't know, but had to have been one of those two right there. Max says it's both. Winpoo, I don't know, buddy. I can't get on the content account right now. I think Melon said that car sucks. He's asking about the new Lancer Evo 9 we just got. I gotta wait for the content account to get the update before I can get on there and do anything. I'm pretty much locked out of it completely at the moment, so. I don't know if this is one of you guys or not, but nope, guess not. Yeah, I don't have this car set up to win, but I'm trying to actually reset this car today. So what I want to do is run slower than the dyno time and reset this bad boy. And then put it back to the big live racing setup, because I got this car pushed months ago, and I haven't been able to reset it yet. So today we're trying to reset this bad boy. So I am not set up to win races today. So hopefully I can find some bots and or very honest people who want to swap, you know? William D says my Super Allegra is pretty loaded up. Nice, nice. Alright, so Valkyrie AMR Pro Stage 6 upgrades are not shared. Yeah, there's a lot of cars that do share upgrades with Stage 6 parts, but there's also a lot that don't. There's probably more that don't than the ones that do. And occasionally there's cars that do share, and then later they change it so they don't. So that's always a possibility. Alright, we're going to race Monkey Fig, whatever that means. Can you guys tell me what a Monkey Fig is? Because I have no idea. I do not know what a Monkey Fig is. Maybe you guys know, but I don't know. I can't figure that one out. What's up, Granddad? How are you doing today? Hula, what's up? How long does it take to reset? That kind of depends. I mean, there's really no good way to know for sure. So what you want to do is you want to change the parts and the tune on the car. So change the parts around, change the tune, and then you need to be able to win races while going slower than your dynos. So bots or finding somebody to swap with is really good for that, because you got to run a lot of races slower than the dyno time, and you need to be able to win a lot of those. I guess if you're running slower than dyno and you're losing, I think Max said it won't reset anymore if you do that. So you gotta make sure you can win the races and run slower than dyno. So it's a pain in the butt to reset. I mean, it could take you 10 races, it could take you 20, it could take you 50. It's a little hard to say. It depends on how far the car's been pushed, and there's a lot of variables to that, but it's not always easy. Alright, is he going to challenge me back? I don't know. He let me win. I guess not. I don't know if we disconnected or what, but I guess I'll go buy some more gas. Well, thank you for the win. Maybe that's somebody else trying to reset a car or something. I don't know. Not sure what happened there. But, good race. Max says slow runs overall still work if you race enough. Yeah, I think it takes longer if you do that. I think it's a little faster if you change parts in the tune, but it's a pain to reset these cars. It used to be really easy. You used to just do like 20 or 30 races going slower than your dyno time, and bam, it was reset, but sometimes it can be a little more complicated than that now, so. Unfortunately, it can be a big old pain in the buttocks. And nobody likes pains in the buttocks. Unless you're weird. Some people are weird, so there might be some people who do like a big old pain in the buttocks. Like one of my ex-girlfriends, when we get in fights, I'd grab her and I'd just lightly punch her in the butt. I would scream, "Butt punch!" And then she'd start laughing, and then she'd be in a good mood and she wouldn't be mad at me anymore. Alright. Let's find the next race. Oh, who's next? Who's next? Alright, there we go. There he is again. Alright, so connection failed. Wonderful. Alright, so if you have a car that's really good at live racing and it's winning a bunch of live races, generally if you run too many races while going faster than your dyno time, the game takes your car and moves it into a faster lobby, then a faster lobby. And after it does it several times, your car is not going to be able to win races anymore. So when that happens, you have to try and reset the car back to a slower lobby where it's supposed to be, and it can actually win again, which is a major pain in the butt. So I'm not 100% sure why they set the game up to do that. You think it would put you into a lobby where you're running against even opponents, but it will put you into a lobby where everybody just smokes you eventually. Why it does that is beyond me. I think that's a terrible way to do it. Some people think the idea is so you'll realize, okay, this car is not winning anymore. Let's go max out another one and use that. So I don't know. Kind of a weird deal. Kind of a really weird deal. Jedi says butt punch. Yeah. Just don't hit them hard or they'll get mad. A light butt punch is okay, but don't do a hard butt punch or they'll be really mad at you. Ah, man. So he's not going to challenge me back, right? Marquise, how's it going today, buddy? Nice to see ya. What happens after you beat stage 5 crew member? So after you beat Shax, I'm guessing you're talking about beating Shax, correct? After you beat Shax, you unlock the Tempest races, and then you have Tempest 1, Tempest 2, and Tempest 3, which are three new sets of boss races. So I'm guessing that's what you're asking about there. Yeah, Tempest is kind of crazy. But I think there's a total of 15 boss cars in this game that you can win. Jedi says she'll knock you out. Max says you start getting full of cash for live racing. I need more cash. I need more cash for live racing. Alright, so the game is being weird. Is the LC500 good for the Elite license? Yes, that's one of the better Tier 4 live racing cars in the game if you set it up correctly, so that would be an excellent choice. William's over there singing some LL Cool J. 3, 2, 1, go. Mama said knock you out. Well, I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Well, I'm gonna knock you out. I don't know any other words or I would sing those too, but that's the only lyrics I know to that song. Ah, Max says until you beat Shax, your winnings are reduced. I did not know that. You know what? As knowledgeable as I am about this game, there's still things that, you know, we don't always know. I still learn new stuff about this game from time to time, so Max just taught me something that I had no idea about. Thank you, Max. Yeah, I guess I never, like, before I beat Shax, I guess I never paid attention to, you know, I've never even heard anybody say that, so that's a very surprising fact to me. Max says, don't rush, build the GR Supra and beat him easily. Yeah, if you can get the GR Supra as a new player, I mean, it sucks that you have to get all the elite tokens and stuff, but, you know, If you build that car up, that car will work wonders for a new player. That is such an amazing car. Such an amazing car. When is CSR3 content? That game's not released yet, so... Don't know. I think they're saying it's probably not going to be released for about another year. I think right now you have to be in Malaysia to play it or something, so... So it's out for like super early access testing stages in Malaysia at the moment. 3, 2, 1. As far as I know, we still can't get it here in the United States. But I'll tell you though, from what I'm seeing though, I think this looks like a much better game to me. I haven't really seen a lot about CSR3 that makes me think I want to play it. But, I mean, I'll definitely try it out and whatnot, but this looks like a better game. Winpoo says, I hope this game can bring more Elite Tuner cars. Well, they keep adding more. They keep adding more all the time. I don't remember what. Oh yeah, it's been like 5 or 6 years. I beat Shax. Alright, I've been playing this game. Okay, hold on. I've been playing this game for somewhere in the 6 to 7 year range. And I beat Shax within the first couple months. So back then I was just rushing through things, trying to get things done. And I didn't know anything about the game at all when I first started playing. So... I had no clue what I was doing. I got the game, I started playing, I was just like, I don't know what's going on here. And then eventually I got the hang of it, learned a bunch of stuff, and started making videos. Because when I started this game, I had like 10 bazillion questions and nobody could answer any of them. I was asking people in my crew or other people that I knew, and even on YouTube, there wasn't anybody making like tutorials other than, I think there was like Doc and Max the Gamer, and I think Millie was putting out a couple of tutorials here and there, but there was still a lot of stuff that, like, even if I search for it on YouTube, I'm like, I can't find the answer to this. I can't find the answer to that, so... So Max, how long did you play this game before you started putting out videos for it? Just curious. I think I'd been playing for around 8 or 9 months before I started making videos for this game. I'm just kind of taking a guess, but that's kind of my best in my memory. Shanga says they don't have CSR3 here. Yeah, eventually we'll get it. Eventually. One of these days. I just hope they keep this game going and don't shut down the CSR3, you know? I want to keep playing this. I don't really want to play CSR3. I've got bad feelings that CSR3 is going to be way more pay to play or pay to win than this game. Any game I've ever played that had a blueprint system was not good for the player. It was only good for the company to take all of your money, so... I don't know. I'm a little worried that CSR3 is just going to be like a giant cash grab game. Like, this game's got some cash grab stuff, but at the same time, there's all kinds of stuff you can do on this game as a free player, and you can really enjoy yourself. I got a bad feeling that CSR3 may not be that way. We'll find out, I guess. I mean, it's still in crazy early testing stages, but it looks like there's going to be a key system to get stuff and a blueprint system, so maybe it'll be okay. We don't know. But I'm a little worried about that. So Max said he started making videos when he got tired of answering. Marquis says, I have the LC400. The LC500 is a great car, so if you're needing a good tier 4 car, like it doesn't have, I think it's a little bit crappy on the acceleration, so if you're trying to find something to do a fast 0 to 60 time, you might have a struggle with that, but everything else, it's one of the best tier 4 cars in this game. Not every car is good at everything, and that's the one thing that I think it's not good at is 0 to 60 times, but it's really good at everything else. It's got a great live racing setup. I've never actually upgraded my LC500. That's one car that I don't know why I've never upgraded it. Max says, I tend to want to explain things, so I'm putting up page-long answers. I kind of have I've had to kind of try to learn not to talk so much. I think when I first started making videos, I would go into more details than needed, and I think I would also ramble on about stuff and repeat things constantly, so I'm sure I probably still do a little bit of that here and there, but I try and keep the videos like short and sweet to the point now. Well, I think I really sucked at making videos when I first started, so I'm amazed that people actually watch them, because some of them probably weren't so good back in the day. Ellen, you're welcome, buddy. No! Did I win? Oh, good, good. Eddie says, any news on the rookie pass? No. No. I'm almost wondering, there are some players who said they have it. I'm wondering if you have to be a new player to get the rookie pass. Did they only give that to new players? I'm not sure. William D says it's a learning curve. Yeah, I was never a good public speaker, right? I'll tell you, I used to have to somewhat script my videos because I think they were turning out so bad. What I used to do, like every couple of hours, I usually go out for a walk around my neighborhood because most of you guys know I got the autoimmune disease, and about every 2 hours I gotta get up and walk. Like, I lay down for the most of the day, then I get up for a 15, 20, 30-minute walk every couple of hours. And while I was on my walks, I would start, like, rehearsing what I was going to make tomorrow's video about. And eventually, like, I got much better at speaking just from walking around the neighborhood and talking to myself. And I guarantee you, all the neighbors thought I was some kind of schizophrenic nutso because I was just walking around all day talking to myself. They're probably like, what's wrong with this guy, man? He just walks around the neighborhood and talks to himself. But I did get much better at speaking, right? I got way better at speaking and making videos from doing that, so. William D says, Danny, it's called acting. I don't know if it's acting. There's a difference. Like, I don't really put on an act. I just tell you guys things, right? Now, if you're trying to be like a voice actor, now that's acting, right? That's acting. Just What I do on my YouTube is a little different. Like, if I read off a voice acting script, I'll be like, he's the reason I go for long walks, and the reason I take naps in the afternoon. My dog loves me unconditionally, so I feed him the best food possible. You know what I mean? That's a little different than, like, that's like more of acting. Like, I'm trying to get into voice acting a little bit, so I've been doing a lot of practicing. I'm not very good at it yet, but it's so hard to make something sound natural and believable when you're reading a script compared to when you're talking your own words. It's kind of crazy. Like, when it comes to voice acting, they don't want the announcer anymore. They want it to sound natural and conversational when you do voice acting. So it would be way easier for me just to say, I feed my dog this food. It's so good for him, yada, 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 and sound natural compared to read off a script and make it sound natural. But I don't know why it's so much harder to read a script than just speak in your own words and make your voice sound nice. It's an art. It really is. I actually have quite a few friends that I talk to who are professional voice actors, and they basically say, nope, your voice acting still sucks, man. You're not ready. So, I'm not good enough at it yet, I guess. I need to keep practicing. Yeah, like Max said, there's probably over 1,000 cars in this game right now. And when it comes to the tier 5s, most of the tier 5 cars can beat the bosses, right? Bad Daddy-O says, sorry, not sorry. About what, my friend? I'm confused. Oh, Reese's. The Reese's. Yeah, gotcha. Who's that, that guy from that one TV show does the voice? I forget that guy's name. He's got a good voice, actually. Will something, I think. What's his name? Will Arnett. Thank you, Bad Daddy-O. Sorry, not sorry. Reese's. I should practice that one. See, that didn't sound very natural, did it? William D says actors walk around all the time talking to themselves. I would not be surprised, honestly. But like one of the things my friends that are voice actors, the first thing they will tell you, no matter how good your voice is, that does not mean you are a good voice actor. You could have the best sounding voice ever, but if your acting skills suck, you will never land a voice acting job. And I believe they're right about that, honestly. But yeah, when you get a voice acting script, it'll actually say, we want you to speak in a voice that sounds like you're in the age range between, like, they might say, we want you to sound like someone who's like between 60 and 80 years old, or they might say, we want you to read it in a voice of a 20-year-old person, so. And we want you to try and invoke this emotion to this age group, and we want it to sound, you know, like uplifting or it's kind of crazy what all goes into reading off a voice acting script. I mean, the companies want it to sound a very specific way, and if you don't read it in the way they want it and you don't put the emotion that they're looking for into it, they're not interested. Voice acting is hard. Like, it's super, super hard. Eddie, glad you like the videos, buddy. He says, Danny and Max, I love your guys' live streams and videos. Eddie, thank you. Jonatoni, how's it going? Nice to see ya. WR Monster maxed out the C Zinger. Alright, we'll full on gas. Marcus says, I have the Maserati MC20 and the NSX for that class out, then the LC500. I would say the LC500 is better than most of those other tier 4 cars. But one thing you need to think about is if you have a bunch of bronze keys saved up, it might take you like 40,000-50,000 bronze keys to almost max a car. So if you've got a golden star car and it's a car that's really hard to get parts for, at that point you can go into the rare imports and open crates to get parts for it. But if it's a purple star car, you gotta pay real money for the crates. So that part kind of sucks. But if it's a car that's like easy to get parts for, you know, you probably won't have to spend as many keys to get the parts for those cars. But this game isn't designed to give you an easy time to max cars. I mean, I've got cars that I've had for the last 6 years that still aren't maxed out. Max says, yeah, the GR Supra is the best car for beginners when it comes to Tier 5. I agree. Yeah, the Supra is a really nice car. I mean, you do gotta spend a little bit of time getting parts into it and whatnot, but it's a great car. CSR Dominic, what's up, my man? How you doing today? Well, if you can run a lot of showdowns, like, I don't know how hard it is for a new player to get those elite tokens, because you got to get them out of showdowns, elite tuners events, and once every season there's a small little thing that pops up that lets you do, I think, 15 races to get some green tokens. So it's not super easy to get all those tokens you need. So as somebody who's brand new, I wonder how long it would take a new player to, you know, get their Supra up to like 4 or 5 stars. Probably quite a while, I would think. William D says, best starter car is the GTI, then the Supra. Wait, did you sell your Supra or something? I think you can go in there and you can buy another one, right? I'm pretty sure you can go buy another one from the dealership, but yeah, Dominic, the Taycan's not a bad car, my friend. I mean, I don't think it was the best choice, but that's a nice car overall. Oh yeah, the LFA. The LFA is terrible. I wouldn't open the crates for the LFA unless you're trying to do the event for it. If you want to do the event, right, then yeah, get it. But if you're just looking for a good car, that is not even close to being a good car. Like, it's a... That is what we call a gigantic crap sandwich. So many people were so happy when they found that car was coming out, and then they realized it was junk, so... Is the 720S better than the Toyota Supra? Yes. I would say the two best Elite Tuners cars in Tier 5 right now would be the Silvia and the 720S, and, well, the Corvette. Those are probably the three best, but it's going to be a lot longer until a new player gets those, because you got to work your way through those Elite Tuners events, so it might take a new player a really long time to get those cars. So you're best off just starting off with trying to max out your Supra and then deal with the other stuff later. I mean, the Supra can beat all of the bosses. The Supra is a great live racer with the right setup. It can cross the finish line quickly. It can beat the dyno time. It's got really good top speed. Really good. It's not the best car in the game, but it's very good at everything. There's nothing that the car is bad at. Like, if you know how to tune it or set it up for certain things, that car will just dominate at a lot of things. I mean, there are cars that will beat it, but it's just all around nice. Like, it's just a really nice all around car. But yeah, you always want to keep at least one of every car in this game. So I actually did restart this game. I do remember when I started, I messed something up. I don't remember what I did wrong or what it was, but I remember I started the game and I said, oh no, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that different. And I erased my account. I think I was playing for about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a week or two. I can't remember what it was that I did that I wasn't happy with, but I restarted the game and I started over. I don't think I've ever told anyone that before, but if you're kind of new and you've only been playing for like a few weeks and you don't have a load of time invested into it and you mess something up, I mean, there is nothing wrong with starting over, right? And when I started over, I still messed up because I bought the Toyota 86 as my first car again. Like, I had no idea that that was a bad car. What's up, Zork? How you doing today? Manish, what's going on? Alright, so the KRC Japan, that's not... I don't remember that being a very good car. I do have a video on how to drive that car. I don't remember having a good live racing setup, but if it does, the video I made for it would let you know. So I would say go check out that video. You want to make sure whatever cars you're making elite are good live racers, because when you win a live race, it's going to give you a really nice respect point bonus to help your crew earn more parts. So you want to make sure you're leading good live racing cars just for that bonus. Winpoo says, is there any good R8s in the game? Yeah, one of the R8s is nice. I don't remember which one it is. But there is a R8 that I really like, but it's been so long since I've driven it, I don't remember which was the good one. I think it was like maybe the R8 V10 or whatever, but... I think most of the R8s suck, but there is one that I like. Yeah, like Max said, the key to beating Tempest races is getting a car that's capable, right? You got to make sure your car is capable. And if it is, then you have to get enough parts to put on the car, and then you have to learn how to drive it and tune it and shift it and all that good stuff. But a lot of people, either they don't have enough parts, or they don't drive it right, or they don't tune it right. And those are the three main things that can hold a player back from beating races, right? Well, you got to have a lot of patience, because sometimes it can take quite a while to get enough parts for a car to make it fast, especially if you're newer. Sork says, great, how you feel today? I'm alright. I'm alright, thank you, I appreciate that. Max says, I skip research burn events. Honestly, if there's not like a really good prize car, if the event doesn't have a really awesome car as a prize, is it really worth doing just to get some parts? I mean, let's just say there's an event up on the map. You dump 7, let's just say there's an event that takes 4 cars. You have to get all 4 cars, dump about 7 million game cash per car. So let's just say 30 million game cash plus all the parts and stuff just to get some little rinky-dink prizes. Or even if it's just like a duality cup where there's 2 cars. You got to get 2 cars. You got to dump about 14 million game cash into that just to get some crappy little prizes. So at that point, is it really worth doing something like that duality cup? Probably not. Unless there's a really awesome prize car attached to it or something. Sometimes those duality cups will have prize cars, but not always. So yeah, I mean, it's really personal preference on whether or not you want to do these events, but some of them are really just designed to suck up your resources for very little in return. Alright, so in order to beat Tempest 3 Tier 4, if you're talking about the KRC Japan, is that a Tier 5 car or is that a Tier 4 car? So one thing though, when you're looking at Tempest, you got to make sure the car beats the boss, it runs faster than the boss. But you also have to look at the top speed and the acceleration of the car. For example, Tempest 3 Tier 4, you have to do 0 to 60 in something like 1.36 or 1.37. You got to do over 260 miles per hour and run faster than the boss. So there's more to it than is the car just fast enough to beat the final boss time. Oh, Johnny Rotten. Did I say your name wrong earlier? I think I did. I'm sorry. Johnny Rotten. I'm dyslexic, so I read things wrong all the time. He says the Newing A4 R8 RSR. I don't really remember if that was the good one or not. Maybe. Maybe it was. Oh, the KRC is Tier 5. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, most Tier 5 cars will beat Tempest, no problem. I don't know why Tempest 3 Tier 4 is so hard. Out of all the Tempest races, that's the hardest out of all of them. Like, beating Tempest 3 Tier 4 is kind of a nightmare. Barish says, I don't have stats. That's why I'm asking. What did you ask? Oh, you're wondering if we can pass the top speed and acceleration. Alright, so for Tier 5, I don't remember what the 0 to 60 and 0 to 100 time was, but most Tier 5 can, gosh dang it, I can't talk. Most Tier 5 cars can do that easily, I do remember. And the acceleration, I think you have to do over 260 miles per hour as well, which most Tier 5 cars can do, so Max, do you remember what the 0 to 60, 0 to 100, and top speed is for beating Tempest 3 Tier 5? Or Melon, anybody? Does anybody remember that? That's what he's asking. And I used to have that information, but I had a really detailed list of, I still have the boss times, right? I still have a list of the boss times, but my detailed list that had all the 0 to 60 and 0 to 100 times, somehow it disappeared, which sucks. But yeah, I used to have all of that info. And one day my sheet disappeared, and I don't know how the heck that happened. Because it was my sheet. Like, usually if I have a spreadsheet that I made, those normally don't disappear. Alright, so Max says you only have to worry about 0 to 100 on Tempest Tier 5. Yeah, 2.3. That sounds right. 2.3 with a 707 PP limit, which is actually pretty easy to do. I mean, a Tier 5 car, most of them are going to beat 2.3 on 0 to 100 pretty easily. And 260 miles per hour, that's what I thought. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but the Tier 4 and Tier 5, the fastest time for both is 260 miles per hour. Thank you, guys. He confirmed that I was correct about the 0 to, or the top speed. So yeah, the car just has to do over 260, which is easy for most Tier 5 cars. And it has to do 0 to 100 in about 2.3 with a 707 PP limit. So that's also pretty easy. .707 is a pretty high PP. That's a very high PP. I mean, you should be able to, you should be able to have a PP of around 650 to 700 and beat those times no problem. Speaking of PP, I actually need to pee, so I might have to take a quick PP break here. My gosh, the crazy things we say on YouTube. William D says, run your ad. Yeah, good idea. Thank you. I should. Every time I go to take a pee break, I should play an ad. YouTube gives me the option to do an ad anytime I want during the stream. I know most people don't want to watch ads, but hey, if I gotta step away for a pee break, I should definitely remember to play an ad because I'll make like an extra 5 cents or something if you guys watch the crazy ads. I will say one thing though, I think when you're doing the top speed, I don't think they give you the full half mile on Tempest. I think it's a little, I think you get somewhere between a quarter mile and a half mile, but I don't think you get the full half mile, so that can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Alright, let me get some gas. I'm going to refill the tank and then I'm going to run to the restroom because I got to pee. I have a very small bladder. Normally in the morning, I'm chugging down coffee and then I drink a bunch of water afterwards, so that doesn't help. It definitely doesn't help, but we will be right back in just a minute. Please hold tight. I gotta take a pee-pee break. Alright, I'm back. I had to open the window. It looks like it's officially hit 81 degrees in my bedroom right now. It's 35 degrees outside, and it is 81 degrees in my room right now. So, the gaming computers put out a lot of heat, like a lot. So for some reason, my room stays warmer than the rest of the house. So they set the thermostat at 72 degrees, and for some reason, my room stays at 76. Then after a couple hours of the computer being on, it gets up to like 78, 79, 80. It's crazy. Oh, I forgot to play the ad. Well, I'm an idiot. Look, Miguel says, don't you have AC? I have a window AC, but it's 35 degrees right now, so I don't have it in the window. They say you're supposed to take those window ACs out for the winter. You're not supposed to leave them in the window. Well, it's 35 degrees out, so I just cracked the window and that'll let a lot of nice cool air in. But it's amazing, like the gaming PC will probably raise your room temperature by like 3 to 6 degrees. But if I put my hand next to it, I definitely feel warm air coming out, but it doesn't feel like the air is hot enough to heat up your entire room, but it does. They need to find a way to make PCs that don't heat up your room. It's redonkulous. I totally forgot to play the ad. Oh well, it's okay. So right now there's nothing but real players in here and they're all busy. William D says, Danny and Max's videos on YouTube will really help. Yeah, me and Max have a lot of videos. So Max has a great channel on YouTube. I've got a great channel on YouTube. And together we've got thousands of videos that help you learn about CSR racing. It's kind of ridiculous how many videos we have. We got a lot of videos. Marquis says, I wish I could show you all my cars. Yeah, you know, that would probably take hours. This guy's name is Stinky Doo-Doo Rats. Alright. Alright. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that name, but okay. G. Kinney says, if you can adjust your last gear rotation, use a couple points, see if you can top in faster. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, but generally when you move the transmission slider to the left, you get more top speed. When you move the transmission slider to the right, you get more acceleration. Sometimes you got to find the right balance because you might have a really high top speed on the dyno time, but if that makes the acceleration too slow, it won't be able to hit that top speed before it crosses the finish line. So you got to find the right mix between top speed and acceleration to get the fastest time across the finish line. It's kind of a crazy deal. William D says, I tried to help you, Danny. Yeah, but I'm too dumb to be helped, I think. William D says, your video says you have 2.5 thousand, but yeah, I used to do a lot of, I've had this channel for 15 years, and I used to post I used to post videos back from when I used to fly RC airplanes and helicopters. Back when I played in the bands, you know, me and my buddy used to post some like cover song. I don't know, there's a lot of different stuff other than CSR2 on my channel though. But I think I got a couple videos of me riding my motorcycle. I got all kinds of stuff, man. I think the first 2 or 3 videos I ever posted on YouTube were me and my old motorcycle. Johnny Rotten says 91 garages and no duplicates. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a lot of garages. Alright, Varish, what are you trying to do, buddy? He says, I've got the Elantra N, which is a really good car. He has the RS3 Performance and the Corvette C301. I really like the Elantra N. I don't think I really care for the C3. And I'm not really familiar with the RS3 at the moment. But I do like that Hyundai a lot. I think that Hyundai is a very good choice. I have a nice video on how to drive and set up that Hyundai for different things if you want to check it out. William D says, I agree with the Nightbot. Hit that like button for Danny. Yeah, that would be nice. Winpoo says, can the Elantra N live race? I do believe it had a live racing setup. I would need to go watch my video to double check, but I do think so. I do think it did. Pretty sure. And my eyes twitch again. Why is it every time I start a live stream, my eye nerve starts like going up. My eyeballs. My eyeballs is twitching. I don't know why it's doing that, but my eyeball is twitching. I guess it's not really my eyeball. It's more like my eyelid, but either way. Zork says, which kind of motorcycle do you have? Oh, man. I sold it a long time ago, but about 15 years ago, I had a Suzuki Volusia. It was white with a black stripe going down. It looked awesome. It looked a lot like an Indian or a Harley. Like people always mistook it for an Indian, or they thought it was a Harley. I would be like, oh no, it's a Suzuki, and they'd be like, what? That is not a Suzuki. I was like, yeah, it is. The first motorcycle I ever had was a Suzuki's GZ250, a little 250cc one-cylinder bike. That little thing was so fun. It was a piece of crap, and it was slow, and you couldn't really ride it on the highway. I mean, you could, but it wasn't a great idea. The trucks would blow it all over the place. It was fun, though. It would take corners like a dirt bike or something. When I got the bigger bike, it didn't corner well. It felt like just riding a big old boat. So the little 250 was more fun than like riding a real bike for me. The little 250 was a blast, man. William D says stress causes eye twitches. I don't know, I think everything causes me eye twitches. No matter what I do, it's an eye twitch. I don't know. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I have muscles and nerves that jump and twitch all over the place. Like, normally, lately it hasn't been as bad, but I mean, there's been times where like, I'd be laying with my hand like this, And it would just, like, my fingers would just slap me in the face. Like, it was kind of weird. But my fingers would just twitch so hard, like they would just hit me in the face. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I used to get really, really bad spasms and twitches. That's actually gotten better, thank God. Like, I think that's part of the autoimmune disease, but sometimes when I'm sleeping, I'll jump up. Like, I'll feel like I just jumped out of bed, or like I don't know, something will wake me up. Oh no. And I always wonder, like, I wake up and I'm like, oh, did I just, like, jump out of bed, you know? I always wondered if it was actually happening, and then I found out what happening is I just jerk really hard. Like, one day I realized I just kicked the crap out of something that was next to my bed, so... Yeah, I kicked the crap out of my little nightstand one day and hurt my foot. I'm like, I guess I really do jump or jerk while I'm sleeping. It's terrible. I don't like it. William D says not playing ads when I go to pee is causing the problems. Maybe. William D says, my first was a Honda 100 CR. I'm not familiar with that. 100 CR. I really wanted one of those Harley Sportsters. Not like the older ones, but eventually they came out with those, like the Harley 48 or the Harley Nightsters. The little bikes, I know a lot of people knock on the little bikes, but the little bikes are more fun to ride than big bikes. Little bikes handle really good. I don't know, the bigger bikes just feel like you're driving a boat. Like a small Sportster is gonna feel more like a nimble little bike than like a big night train or something. I don't know if that makes any sense, but the big heavy bikes, they're not fun to turn on. Like, I don't know why. They just don't corner like the little bikes. The little bikes are fun. I'd rather have something that's fun to ride than something that looks cool. Or, you know what I mean? Sure, like a big Harley Night Train looks a lot better than a Sportster, but Sportsters are more fun. What's up, Mojo Motoman? How you doing today? Awesome to see ya. William D says dirt bike from the 70s. Yeah, dirt bikes are really fun too. I think dirt bikes are more fun to ride than a big motorcycle. I wish I could still ride motorcycles and dirt bikes. That was fun. Mojo Motorman says, my first bike was a 1975 Honda CB360. Currently a 1992 Goldwing and a 2022 VTX 800. Nice, nice. Yeah, so Marquise, yes, when you race a hold on, I'm having a brain fart. When you race a higher tier car in live races, they do earn more game cash. But I actually had more fun driving that crappy little 250cc motorcycle than I did riding a bigger bike. I mean, the thing about the bigger bikes though is they have way more acceleration. If you step on the gas, that thing takes off. So now, like the sports bikes, I don't like the looks of the sports bikes. I'm sure a sports bike like a, you know, like a Gixxer or a CB, whatever it is, those would probably be crazy fun to ride, but I don't like the way they look. Around here, there's like a certain type of person that rides that type of bike, and it's usually like all the douchey people. I kind of associate that bike with like crappy people. Not everybody that rides them are douchey, but a lot of the people are. I don't know if that makes sense, but... So she says, did you know cricket? What is cricket? I'm not familiar with that. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I just realized I don't have any food I can eat. Well, I gotta cook something. I'm out of food, so I usually, like, when I make food, I usually cook up like a big batch of rice, big batch of mashed potatoes, and I put it in a container, and then I just heat it up in the microwave when I'm ready. But I just remembered I don't have anything ready, so I'm gonna have to go actually cook something today. It's a sport bigger than American football. Are you sure? I mean, I've never heard anybody speak about cricket. You're the first person I've ever heard talk about cricket, honestly. Are you sure it's bigger than American football? I mean, I don't know. Maybe in other countries. Here in America, I don't think anybody plays cricket, do they? I really don't know. William D says in India it's big. So cricket's where you hit a ball with like a wooden paddle, right? Like a square, like a long square wooden stick. Like I've seen like people on movies playing it. Like I've seen a couple movies where people are playing cricket, but I really don't know what it is or anything about it. I know a lot of people that play rugby. I know a lot of people that play football. A lot of people play... What was that one sport? There's one sport where these people have these sticks and they... What's that called? I forget. It's they play it in a field. I'm trying to remember how it works. I've played it a couple times. I used to have a friend. No, it's not hockey. It's not polo. It's not lacrosse. You kind of hit the ball with these paddles. It's almost like soccer, but you're hitting the ball with paddles. It's not lacrosse. It's like a mix between baseball and soccer, basically. But I'm telling you, man, I went and played that a few times with my friend back in the day, but the day I almost pounded somebody's face with that stick, I was like, I'm not playing this anymore. Not badminton. I went to turn around to hit the ball, and there was a guy standing right behind me, and I almost hit him in the face with that stick. I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm not playing this. I almost killed somebody. That would have been awful. He didn't have a helmet on or nothing. Just that thing would have bashed that guy's head. I never played it again. I think it was like an Irish or maybe like a Celtic type of sport. I can't remember, but it was fun, but very dangerous. When's the new update coming out? So this game's new update is out, but I can't guarantee when you're going to get it. You might get it today, you might get it tomorrow, you might get it 3 or 4 days from now, so it just depends on when Google sends you the update. But yeah, they sign up for staggered updates on this game, which is a pain in the butt because not everybody gets the update on the same day, but the update's been out for probably, I'm guessing, it feels like about a week. It feels like it's been about a week now since they released it, but some people still don't have it. No, it's not lacrosse. It's not lacrosse. It's a wooden stick that looks similar to a hockey stick, but it's got a bigger paddle on the end. Hurling. It's called hurling. Hurling is the name of the sport. But yeah, my friend Damon used to love that, so I think I went once or twice and played it with him, but it's a pretty crazy sport. All right, we got about 10 minutes left on the live stream, everybody. Kind of fun. I've never been a person that likes to watch sports, but I always used to like to play them when I was younger. I used to love playing sports, except for soccer. I sucked. I cannot play soccer worth a crap. Or here in the United States, we call it soccer. Other countries call it football, but that was one sport I never liked. I loved every other sport I've ever played, especially dodgeball. Dodgeball was one of my favorites when I was a kid. I liked hockey, I liked dodgeball, I liked basketball, I liked football, I liked kickball. I did not like playing soccer. I didn't like tennis either. Tennis was boring. I guess I don't like playing all sports, but Johnny Rotten says, I was a reckless lacrosse player. Name that Gibbon. What kind of name is that? Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Gilbert, you're out of here, buddy. If so, have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. I actually need to check and see if the new update came out on the other account yet. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. Hold on a second. Actually, let me put the be right back screen up. I don't know if that will show any information when I search for updates, so manage apps and devices. All apps are up to date, so I still don't have the new update available yet. Crap sandwiches. So I'm still locked out of the content account at the moment. Still locked out of the content account. As soon as that updates, I'll make a nice video showing everybody the new cars. JP, yeah, happy Easter, buddy. It is Easter today, isn't it? Yeah, today's Sunday. It is Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. All right. I think I did reset my car. I hope I did, at least. Yeah, I'm still in the bot lobbies. How many of you guys have the new update? I don't know if most people have it or if there's still a lot of people waiting for it, but mountain biking. Mountain biking. He spelled it wrong. William D says no update yet. JP says me. So I guess JP does have the update. I got it on my account. Still haven't got it on the content account. And that guy beat me because I suck at racing. So he ran a 13.8. So that means I should have this car. Yeah, the car should be reset then for sure. Good. My car should be into the 12.8 lobby right now. And I have a 12.6 on the dyno. So yeah, I should be able to win live races again with this car. Monatel says, how do you tell if you have the update? Well, you'll have a different icon for the game. I'll show you in a second. Oh, I slowed down too much. That's okay. I'll shut down the game in a minute just because we're about ready to end this thing anyways. And you can see the icon I'm talking about. Well, you'll have a new icon for the game. I can't remember what car is on it, but it's pretty much time to end this thing anyway, so let me get out of here. Here, check this out. So if you have this little, see the little icon where it's got that silver car right there? I don't know how well you guys can see that on your phone or whatever, but if you have that icon, you know you have the new update. So that's different than the other ones, but Rally Rush 3. You guys ever played this game? Rally Rush 3? This is a really cool game. I think it costs like $3 or $4 to buy this, but I think I might have done a live stream on... Oh no! It wants me to sign in. I don't... What's this doing? Well, I guess I haven't played it before on this account, so I'm not sure if it's going to work. Oh, come on. I'll deal with this later. It wants me to... I'm not sure what it's asking for, so I'll look at that later. But that's a fun rally car game. It's almost like a PlayStation game or a computer game. It doesn't seem like that should be a mobile game. It's pretty cool, but I need to delete this piece of crap. We're going to uninstall Forza Customs because it's terrible. We're going to uninstall Ace Racer because it's a very terrible pay-to-play game. Grid Autosports is fun. That's a cool game. Both of those are games you got to pay for. Grid was like $3 or $4. Rush Rally 3 was like $3 or $4, and they're kind of fun. Anyways, guys and gals, I think that's going to be it for the day's live stream. I want to say thank you guys for coming out. I really do appreciate you guys. If you haven't checked out Max the Gamer on YouTube, you might want to do that. Max has some really awesome videos and stuff, so you might want to check out Max. He's got a great CSR2 channel. Plus, he does some other stuff here and there as well. But thank you for coming out, everybody. You guys are super amazing. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos and hanging out with me on the live streams. You guys are awesome. But that's it for the day. I can't really think of anything else I need to say. So yeah, catch you guys later and have a wonderful rest of your weekend and have a great rest of your Easter as well, guys and gals. All right, catch you guys later. Thanks and lightning out. Hasta la vista, baby. Adios.